Hey everybody! So this is a shot at this from my trip in July. Staying in Chicago, gonna fly out the next day, and I walked down from my hotel and found this nice little place with restaurants, a little park, and kids running around. It was actually pretty nice. Had me some Mexican food. Flew the next day to Ontario, California. This is a shot from the flight line before we flew out of there from Ontario, California, near Los Angeles. So this is flying out of there. Mountains all around near San Bernardino, that whole LA basin area. This is flying out of there. This is got up to altitude. I think we were flying to Cincinnati or Wilmington, Ohio. Can't remember. But this is definitely Southern California, kind of heading east. You can see mountains there, and we flew past the Grand Canyon. Actually, it's kind of cool. We got some better shots here from 30,000 feet. Not quite as grand, and it's still kind of neat though. That's what it was. You can imagine how nice it was if you've ever been to the Grand Canyon. And this is a live shot here. Well, not live. Obviously, I'm not there right now. From the cockpit, looking out over the Grand Canyon. Part of it. It wasn't my finger. That was a shade you could put up on the window, kind of keep the sun off of you. This is we flew into San Francisco a couple days later. This is just view around my hotel. Mountains off to the west, I believe, from the airport. And you can see the fog rolling in, which is kind of cool, kind of coming up over the hill. It's just crazy because, like, literally, like 10 miles to the east, it was like 50 degrees hotter or something like that. It was just crazy, the temperature difference there, being right on the water like that. This is a shot from the other side. I went out, nice little trail. Went out. That's the bay. Looking at it, I thought that tree was kind of cool. A little windswept cypress tree there. That's San Francisco Airport with San Francisco off in the distance. Another shot at the airport. Flew into there. This is a video along that hiking trail looking back, and I'll be following in airplane coming in. And this is the way we flew in the night before. I actually got to do that landing there in San Francisco, which is kind of cool. There's an airplane coming in. It's kind of weird because part of our training, we would study some aircraft accidents, and that was one they had in San Francisco. I think it was Air Indonesia or something like that ended up landed short on that very runway. Nobody was killed except for one passenger that was run over by a fire truck or something like that. That happened a few years ago. But you could see, boy, it looks like he's going to land on the water there. But you come in on the water, over the water, all the way in till the runway. And there's two runways there. There's parallel runways. You'll see it on this next one here. I've got two airplanes coming in. Now it looks like they're going to hit each other as soon as this focuses here. They're actually not. They're probably about a quarter mile or more, a little bit more probably apart. Parallel runway operations. So again, pilots are trained for that, and there's procedures if somebody has a problem, has to break out or gets too close. Flew out the next night, early in the morning actually. This is flying out from San Francisco at night. I love this picture. It's nice. And then we got to fly east, so we started picking up the dawn coming in. Some nice shots, altitude there, seeing the towns. It lit up at night. Beautiful sunrise. I think that's Denver, I think. Kind of coming over the mountains and getting the towns. Maybe it's Colorado Springs. passing by. See him waving? Can you see him? No, can't see it. Kind of a neat shot. And that's what we see up front. Of course, we have displays that also show us where other airplanes are around. We have things called transponders that can talk to the other airplanes. So, flying to Houston, this is a shot of Texas. Low country. It's pretty green down there. You guys got some rain. This is up at altitude, much flatter than California was. And then I had to do a Boeing trip, and I ended up going to Altus, Oklahoma. So welcome to Southwest Oklahoma. I went out one day for a little drive, headed west. Obviously, there's the sun. You really could see the prairies there. That southward, that western prairie. So Comanche country back in the day. Really flat. Lots of farms out there. A lot of cotton they grow. One thing, yeah, I will. They had a lot of rain this year, and when they have a lot of rain like that, there's like years where they'll have like these bumper crop. There were crickets everywhere. I kept looking around for Moses, thinking there was some kind of biblical plague or something. But crickets, locusts. I remember being stationed there one year. We had these black beetles that were just everywhere, crawl all over everything. And it's really neat how they'll have a lot of rain like that, and those eggs will lay dormant for years until there's enough rain comes. And when it does come, boy, they're gangbusters. They're everywhere. So, buddy of mine has a garden, and he said the crickets and locusts just ate it, whatever the sun didn't burn, it ate it. So, this is headed back east, back towards Altus, off in the distance. It's a pretty day out there. It's hot, but it was kind of a drier heat, much drier than we're seeing here in South Carolina. So, anyway, that was my adventures in July. Get ready to head back out on the road again. So, hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.